Good evening and happy Wednesday, my friends. I am so excited to be here with you today doing a very subtle pink Valentine's Day nails. I was like, I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes when these holidays hit, I can't get enough of whatever holiday manicure is like on trend. And then there's sometimes where I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. And to be honest with you, I'm not feeling Valentine's Day. I don't know what is going on, but I'm just not fully there. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a Valentine's manicure that is cute, but very subtle with some of my favorite classic colors. So that is what we're going to be doing tonight. So we're going to do a really simple pink Valentine's Day manicure with just like a little touch of Valentine's Day. So I'm very excited about this. So while we wait for everybody to join in, sorry. Oh, it looks like our friends are joining. This is awesome. Hello, friends who are just popping in. All right. There we go. Perfect. All right. So tonight, like I said, we're going to be doing that subtle pink Valentine's Day manicure. This is what I have up for you guys. It is just a very simple pink with just the little heart details with a little bit of glittery action on the ring finger and the pinky. So it's very subtle Valentine's Day. Hello there, Mom. Great to see you. And hello to all our friends joining. So the first thing I'll do is I'll walk you guys through what colors we're doing. Again, I just wanted to keep this like a really simple classic Valentine's Day manicure. So we are using 2 of Rebel Nails classic dip powder colors. So I am using the very famous Erica by Rebel Nail, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a shimmery overlay on the 2 fingers like I showed you using Bubbly. So these colors are so easy to work with. So if you are a beginner with dip powder and you're having trouble, some dip powder colors are easier to work with than others. These are a beginner's dream, okay? Not only does Erica apply extremely well, Peppy's a great color too. Bubbly is also extremely easy to put on, and the other thing about shimmers is that they are very good for hiding imperfections in your dip powder. So if you're new to dip and you're like, I'm struggling, these are great ones to start with. So we're going to be using those tonight, and then I'm actually going to be using what seems to be a retired color from Rebel Nail for Valentine's Day. I'm actually just going to use a couple hearts out of Love Bug. I'm hoping I could find just the little heart things on Amazon for you guys when I go put together the shop to look. So, but this is what I'm using just so you guys all know. Hello there, Kristen. It's good to see you. Hello, friends that are all just joining. Ooh, I've never actually used Trisha, but yeah, I feel like she'd be a beaut as well. Debbie, I am. Last week was a week. You know, some days we just have life take over, and that's what last week was for me, unfortunately. But I am happy to be here this week. So for those of you just joined, this is the look we're doing. Just Erica, really subtle Valentine's Day touches with a little shimmer on the last 2 fingers. Let's get started. For dip liquids this evening, I'm going to be using one of my favorites, Sparkle & Co. And we're going to start this manicure off by just doing straight up dip powder. There's not going to be anything fancy. I like to buff everything smooth before I do any overlays, glitter, whatever design I'm doing. So it's just going to be a straight, I thought there was a dog hair in there. I was like, really? There's dog hair even at my office. It just floats around like glitter. It's just going to be a straightforward manicure with Erica, and then after I get everything buffed, we'll add on the glitter overlay and the little hearts, which are super duper easy to do. So hello, Caitlin. Hello, Hazel. It's great to see you. All right, friends, let's get into it. I've got my supplies here. I am raring to go. I am also going to be completely honest as well. I could not for the life of me decide on the design today, and I think it was because I just wasn't feeling super Valentine's Day-y. Like I feel like I should, because you know it's going to be not this weekend but next weekend, or next week, sorry. But I don't know, I just couldn't get there. I don't know why. So this is what I settled on, but literally all like hours. I had even started dipping my nails in Erica, and I was like, what am I even doing? I don't even know if I'm liking this. The Manny block is so real. It is so real sometimes. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Kristen, okay. We're twinning, we're twinning. Hello, Karen from Nova Scotia. I'm doing great over here in Ontario. It's nice to see a fellow Canadian in here. Hello, Marissa. Debbie, thank you for hitting that share button, my friend. I appreciate you. All right, guys, let's get into it. So I follow the TikTok application method to apply an apex to my nail. So that's going to start with a full dip, then we're going to do a half dip, a 3/4 dip, and then another fourth full dip before we get into activating, buffing, and then applying the little subtle design that we're doing today. Karen Rose, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate that. I love making new friends, especially when they are fellow Canadians. Like I said, it's nice when we find one another. All right, so we're gonna get into that first full dip. So I'm just grabbing my base liquid. I'm gonna start my brush in the middle of the nail. I'm gonna push all the way back up to that cuticle area without touching the skin, pulling forward, and then I'm going to swoop the sides, and this is how I get those really nice cuticle lines. However, if you have not perfected your brush technique, don't worry. I've got a little cheat here in a second that I'm going to show you. It's a toothpick. It's very simple. We're just going to run that toothpick along the edge. Why did I lose my nail cam? There we go. I was like, the last thing I need is a tech issue today because, like I said, my Manny was really causing me a lot of grief. Art by Maya, thank you for hitting that follow button. Hello, Courtney. I was just saying I had a bit of a crazy personal week last week, so I apologize. I said I was going to reschedule, and then I never did. Life happens sometimes, but we're here, and I am so excited to see you. Hello, I see Brandy just joined. Hello. All right, and then once I finish this finger, I will show you guys the design we're doing today, which is a very, very subtle Valentine's Day. It's weird because I love Valentine's Day manicures. Like, they're some of my favorite, but like, I don't know. I don't know if just like kind of the craziness of last week, my creativity hasn't just like refueled or what it is. But anyway, we're here. We're going to have a great time. And no matter what design we do, it is always fun hanging out with everybody. So I'm happy you're here, Brandy. Oh my gosh, what is going on with my phone today? There we go. Ah, Courtney, I know they are growing like crazy. Anyways, friends, these are the design we're doing today. We've got the little subtle little heart. We got Erica, and then we've got a little bubbly overlay on these two fingers today. So simple. We're keeping it simple and cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right, let's keep on trucking with this design today. How is everybody else's week going? I feel like we didn't see each other last week. I really got to catch up, see what everybody's up to, what manis we're doing. Is anyone else kind of like not feeling the Valentine's Day manicures right now? I don't know. Is it just me? Also, for the record, it's not because I'm not feeling the love in the air. You know, me and my husband are good, but for some reason the Valentine's Day stuff is just not clicking with me. Ah, yeah, Courtney, I feel you on that one. Oh, Debbie, I'm glad things have been good. Caitlin says me too. Hello, Kay. It is good to see you. Okay, thank you for hitting that share button, and also you arrived just in time because chances are that camera is going to go out here in a few minutes and have nothing without you, you know? I need to know. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, Kristen, I didn't know that was what you're referring to. Yes, the Manny block, I don't know, like, maybe it's just, like, the winter weather, like, I don't know, but just the creativity juices are not flowing. Thank you, Kay. Okay, you're feeling me too, okay, so maybe there's just something in the air right now that is just, like, really ruining our vibes. I don't know. I'm glad it's not just me. You guys always make me feel better because I feel like I'm just not alone when I'm like struggling. Not that like picking your manicure is the biggest problem to have in life, but you know, it sucks when you're just like not overflowing with ideas. Hello, Humia. Teresa, yeah, I actually just have a clear layer on just because I've been trying to avoid soaking in acetone every single week. So just a very thin layer, and then that helps my natural nails grow, which is quite nice. All right. So there is our first layer. So now we're gonna go into dip number 2. This time we're gonna go halfway up the nail. The reason that we're only going to do halfway up the nail is because we are trying to build an apex on the nail. This is going to help add strength, and it's going to help our manicure last longer. I always get questions week after week why I'm only painting half the nail, 3/4 of the nail. So that is why, my friends. Courtney, yeah, just like a really thin layer. I'm experimenting. I hadn't used it in a very long time. But I was like, you know what? Let's just try filing down. And you know who was actually my inspiration for giving it a go again is Susie from Nail Education, who is fantastic. Her content is fantastic. And she was talking about how she just puts a really thin layer and files every week, which I know is an option. I usually like dipping just over my natural nail, but thought I'd see if it was just faster. So I'm experimenting at the moment. Desiree, thank you for hitting that share button. I appreciate it. Yeah, Courtney, I did experiment with it. I can't even talk tonight. I did experiment with it like probably like when I first started this channel like 2 years ago. And then I just always prefer dipping over my natural nail, which is still true. But I was like, you know what? We got to step outside our comfort zone sometimes. Just like you guys with your ombres, you know, we all have to step outside our comfort zone. Courtney, no, I'm just using I'm just filing it off entirely. Thank you, Carly. It is Erica by Rebel Nail. It is a very sheer, beautiful pink. Ooh, Debbie, yeah. I really got to get back into peel base too because I stopped messing with it for a long time as well. Just because I'm so rough on my nails, but I don't know. We all grow in our nail journeys, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll pick up my peel base once again. Yes, Carly, I feel you on that one. All right, we are almost done our second layer. Okay, I do have a hair in here. I thought I did. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind earlier. I use my little tweezers to pull her out. This is the joy of having dogs. You find hair everywhere. Problem solved. Good grief. Okay, so for dip number 3, this time we are going to go 3/4 of the way up the nail. Again, we are trying to build that apex to add a little strength. Peel base is its own thing, so it's not like necessarily has to do with dip, but you can use it with dip. Yeah, I did just use Claire, Courtney. All right, friends, so we are on dip number 3. So again, like I said, I'm going 3/4 of the way up the nail, so I'm just starting the brush in the middle, pushing back to that 3/4 mark, pulling forward, and painting the bottom 3/4 of the nail. I am getting out, or running out of my Sparkle & Co., and it is not carrying on the brush very well. Ugh, I hate when I get to the bottom of a jar. I mean, it's good because obviously I'm here because I love this liquid, but Esther, yeah, no worries. We are here to answer questions. If I don't get to it, there are so many awesome, helpful people that come week after week to answer the questions. So please ask questions. You can ask how I set up the top and the bottom video. It is my amazing tech nerdy husband who does it for me. I have a camera in front of me to do the face, and then I've got my iPhone doing the nail cam, and then I do it all through TikTok Live Studio. Yes, he is very useful and very awesome at all this kind of stuff, which I appreciate because I do not have the patience for a lot of tech things. So he is very talented when it comes to sorting this stuff out for me, which I appreciate. Ooh, brandy, that's a good idea. Alright, we are cruising through, friends. So once I get all these dips done, we'll do the little glitter overlay and then add the little hearts, which is very easy to do. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, Heather, you did make it. I always file and buff before I add my nail art because I like to add everything to a smooth surface because I find it makes your life so much easier. All right, so now we are going to do our fourth and final dip. So this is another full dip on the nail. And then once we're done this, we are going to buff everything smooth and get into adding the little shimmer overlay and adding the little hearts as well. So yay, Courtney, I'm so excited. That's amazing. That is a step in the ombre winning direction. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. I told you you would start to sort out those ombres. I told you. That's awesome. All right, let's get into this fourth and final dip. Starting the brush in the middle of the nail, pushing back up to that cuticle area, pulling forward, and then swooping the sides to paint the entire nail. Yes, Courtney, please do. Also, just so you guys know, because I know, Courtney, you always message me on Instagram, and sometimes I'm really terrible at getting back on Instagram. You can DM me through TikTok as well. And those ones, I get a little bit easier, so just a tip. Yeah, Brandy, I use the Eco Tools. So I do have them shared on my Amazon storefront, but you can also just get them at they're carried at Walmart, at least in Canada, so I assume they're carried there in the States as well, so you can get them either place, sorry. That was a good question, Brandy. I don't actually know if every single one is able to. I know some can be. I don't actually know the answer to that. We should find out. Oh, okay, Courtney. Okay, so then... So the solution is that I just have to be better at checking Instagram. That is a me problem. I will try to sort that out. But send it through. I will, usually when you guys tell me you've sent me something on live, I do get a little bit better about going and checking after the fact. It's hard with so many like apps, you know? Ah. All right, we are moving right along. Also, I have a sad story. My Scarlet e-file from Melody Susie finally kicked the bucket. So I ordered one of their ones, not like the pink portable one. It was a different one because I like the colors of it. And I'm not loving this one. So I guess I'm gonna have to get myself another Scarlet, but I'm gonna use that in a second, you guys. I'll show you which one I picked up. Just doesn't have a lot of power. It's okay for doing simple stuff, but I find it's not super powerful when I'm removing, so it takes a little bit longer, which is not ideal. So a more in-depth tutorial for tips. Yeah, Heather. If you go to, what is it? I think it's my dip application tutorials list. There's my thing. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yes, so if you go to my dip application playlist, I do have a tutorial for how I add the half coverage tips. I also put all of my tutorials over on YouTube as well. Sometimes they're a little bit easier to find there, but I do have a tutorial on that. Yeah, Courtney, I use half coverage. I have used the full coverage ones. I just prefer the half coverage ones because I find they work easier and they're a little bit easier to apply, but that's a preference thing because I know some people really love the full coverage ones, but I really love the half coverage ones that I have. So that is what I have the tutorial on. You're welcome. I hope that helps. Rebel powder taking forever to harden with the activator. So it could just be that you need to add a little bit more activator and really saturate, especially if you've applied things a little bit thicker. But to be honest with you, I don't love Rebel liquids. So I'm a bit biased and I want to be like, get new liquids. All right, so now I'm applying my activator, friends, and we get everything all buffed out and smooth, and I am so low on this activator, it's crazy. Mary, thank you for hitting that like button, my friend. I appreciate you. Good grief, come on. My activator is so empty. I'm just like scrounging for the bottom. If I shake it, it kind of like hits the brush, so this is so sad. All right. What liquids do I recommend for beginners? So it kind of depends on what you prioritize. If you want a little bit more time to actually paint the nail before everything dries, I would recommend getting either these Sparkle & Co, West Coast dips, or Macart dippies. Those ones all have a slower drying formula for the base liquid, but without the liquid being too thick as well. If you want a liquid that has a little bit of a thinner consistency, so that way you can achieve thin, even layers a little bit easier, Kiara Sky is fantastic, and Virgo and Gem is also fantastic. I do have all of my favorite dip liquids shared over in my TikTok profile, so if you go to the link, you can actually, there's a button to my blog post that I have on all of my favorite dip liquids, so you can definitely check that out there. Okay, Courtney, it's not just me. All right, friends. So yeah, this is the little cheapy drill that I picked up, which is not as fantastic as the other little portable one. It works, but I definitely want to get my scarlet one back. So I'm just using a sanding band. I'm just using this to go around the cuticle area just to get everything smoothed in, and then I'm going to use a file to buff everything out. So we're just going to gently go around. You do not have to use an e-file to do dip powder nails. Just makes things a little bit faster and easier sometimes, which is why I like to use mine. But I also like to do the majority of my buffing and shaping with a hand file. I just find the, did I move my camera too much? Oh, there we go. I just find the e-files a little bit easier just for getting around these areas. So for the sake of time, Lorena, okay, it's not just me. Rebecca, no you didn't. I'm just on buffing, and then I'm going to add my little glitter overlay and the little hearts. You came just in time. All right. I just use the ones, I actually don't even fully know which these ones are off the top of my head. They're just the Melody Susie ones that come in the big bag. They're most likely the 180s. Hello, Victoria. I am doing Valentine's Day nails. It's a little subtle. We've got just pink. We've got a little shimmer accents, and then we've got these cute little hearts. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Tip nails peeling at the cuticle after about a week. Prep is the biggest thing. So ever since I started making my own nail cleanser at home using acetone and rubbing alcohol, that has made such a difference in how long my nails last, because it removes the moisture, removes the oils, and really helps things stick. I do have that tutorial posted on my dip application playlist as well. And also linked in my nail prep video, which is pinned to my TikTok. Oh, Rebecca, that sounds so painful. I'm sorry to hear that has happened, my friend. Shoot, I was gonna say something else. Ooh, Courtney, that's awesome. Why am I losing my train of thought? Oh my gosh, it's like my mind just went, broop. Oh, hand filing. Okay, so if you're hand filing and you don't have an e-file, what you want to do, preferably you have these curve files, it's going to be a lot easier. Just go around the cuticle area first. The reason I like the curve is just because I find it doesn't hit the skin and tear things up, so that is quite nice and preferred. And then just go down the one side just to shape and taper everything. And then you can go down the other side to do the same. If you get any little ski jumps on the end, you can just run your file down to smooth those out. Okay. And then I do all of my shaping ahead of time, but I do like to just run my file at the end just to make sure everything is sharp and good to go. Ah, Kat, that makes me so happy. I'm so glad. Hello, Tiffany. It's good to see you. right, we are getting all of our buffing done now. This is the subtle ASMR point of the live where we just listen to the file go. Apparently it's calming for some people, so hopefully that's still true. Okay, I'm gonna try turning myself a little bit. My neck is hurting trying to crank it around this camera, so the things we do. Okay, I'm just going to do my up close, friends. For those of you that know, I'm blind. I just like to see up close when I do my shaping so I can see what's going on. Highly recommend you do the same. It helps to see your nails from different angles when you're trying to shape. So usually hold them out like this, and kind of go back and forth. Okay. We're in like pretty decent shape here for the buffing. All right. I keep looking at my middle finger like I'm crazy and I missed a dip. I don't think I did that, but it wouldn't be beneath me to do it either. Alright, I think we're in pretty good shape here, friends. So once I get all of my main just kind of shaping out of the way with the file, I like to go in again with my little orange buffer block. All right, and then we just smooth everything out. I know I wasn't here last week, Rebecca, I apologize, but we're here together. Oh, also friends, while I have everybody, I did want to let you guys know, I'm not sure if it'll be next week or the week after, but I am going to be switching over my lives. Instead of TikTok, be putting them on YouTube because I think it's going to be a little bit easier for us. However, if you want to know exactly when that happens, make sure that you are on my email list. For those of you that are already on the list, I will email out instructions and stuff like that for where to watch it. If you're not on the email list, you can sign up by going over to my TikTok profile and clicking the link, and if you scroll down, you'll be able to see where your email is, but apparently it'll be a little bit better, so I'm excited for that. Yes, Brandy. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that it might not be, if it's not next week, it'll be the week after that we're switching over, but again, I will email out instructions so that way everybody knows what's going on, because I will be really sad not to hang out with you guys, so I want to make sure everybody gets the instructions. Victoria, go to my TikTok profile and then click on the link, and if you scroll down on that page, you'll see where you can put your email address in. The other option is just to go over to my blog, which is kaylakingsbury.com, and then you can enter into the mailing list there, but the easiest way is just to go over to my TikTok profile and click the link. I'll be honest, Courtney, I don't think I have either, but my wonderful husband is currently working on getting the setup all transitioned over, but I think it'll be easier to see things because we can do it in landscape mode. So yeah, my understanding is that it's going to make things better and easier for us, which is why I'm doing it. So yeah. We will go through this experience together. He is the best, Courtney. He's very good at sorting all this stuff out for me. All right, we are all buffed and smooth. I am just going to grab a little bit of water and a nail brush to get all of that dust out of here. You can obviously do this at the sink if you're at home, but seeing as I'm in front of the camera right now, this is a little easier. All right, and then just make sure you dry your nails really well. So what we are going to do is add a little glitter and add a couple little hearts just to make our very subtle Valentine's Day manicure here. There we go. So I'm going to do 2 fingers of bubbly, just the ring finger and the pinky. So the thing I love about bubbly, like I said, it is very beginner friendly. It is so easy to apply, so highly, highly recommend. It's also very good at hiding those imperfections, like I said. So if you are a beginner, it will be your best friend. All right, so I'm just gonna apply my base coat to the entire nail, like so. And then dip into the bubbly. Now, usually with glitters, I would encapsulate. However, bubbly is so, just so easy that because I'm applying it to an already smoothed out nail, I don't find I need to do any buffing. So I'm actually just gonna let this dry, and then I am going to add a little heart and I'm going to put top coat over it. However, if I was using a chunkier glitter or a glitter that's a little trickier to work with, I would encapsulate. But for those of you wondering why I'm not doing that, that is why. It is so freaking pretty. Look at that. Cute, 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 cute. It is the total opposite of chrome, Courtney. Oh my gosh, chrome literally shows everything. It has zero chill. Bubbly is very pretty. Tiffany, the base color was Erica by Rebel Now. All right, so there is our little accent. So then for these little hearts, these are so easy to apply. I am pulling them out of Love Bug by Rebel Nail, which they did not bring back for Valentine's Day this year, which I'm very disappointed about. Like, I can't believe they took Love Bug from everybody. However, I am certain that you could get any little heart glitter, maybe from the dollar store or whatever, on Amazon. I'm going to try to find them on Amazon. But yeah, you could use any little sequiny heart for this. So I just dumped some out here. And then to apply these, sorry guys, my camera is kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just wet the end of my toothpick. So that's going to be able to grab those. And then I'm going to take my base liquid and I'm going to do a really thin coat and I'm just going to kind of swipe it along the side. And then pick up one of the hearts that I want. Ooh. Come on. Ugh, why are you doing this to me? There we go. And we're just gonna kind of glue her on exactly where we want. You can encapsulate these if you want. I am not going to. I'm just going to top coat, but if you want to have some extra protection, you can definitely encapsulate. But these are just supposed to be a subtle little nod to Valentine's Day. And the nice thing is you can kind of move them around a little bit until they're placed, like so. Ooh, those would work, Courtney. Oh, really? Maybe that's why they didn't release it then, Rebecca. That would be very interesting. Okay, that makes sense. All right, and then I'm gonna add a little heart on this snail as well. Same thing, I'm just going to do a little swipe of my base coat. Ah, wet a toothpick. Oh my gosh. Right. Again, just a little subtle nod to Valentine's Day. You can go as crazy with these as you want. I want to just keep it to just the two. And there we go. So now that those are on, I am going to go ahead with my top coat application. So, grab my very low activator. Just gonna give those a second to dry actually before I get too jazzy. And there's my top coat. Okay. All right, so for our top coat application, you want to go in again and apply your activator. Your activator is needed in order to cure that top coat. So do not skip this step. Okay. And then I recommend using a lint-free wipe or a paper towel, whatever you have on hand, and we're just gonna very lightly get rid of any excess activator. And then grab our top coat, and then timing is key here. So you wanna wait about a minute-ish for most brands before you apply your top coat so that your brush doesn't harden. But you don't wanna wait too long or your top coat won't cure. So another way to make sure that your top coat brush doesn't harden is to do 3 very quick strokes on the first layer just to limit the contact time that the brush has with the nail. So I'm just going to go around and very quickly paint the first layer. Okay, and then I'm going to right away go into the second layer. This time I'm going to be a lot more precise using a proper application. And then the other thing you want to make sure that you do on this layer is cap your edges. That is so important to prevent peeling and chipping. So to do that, you just want to take the brush and very lightly run it over that free edge. That's going to seal the edge and stop chips from happening. And then we will continue on each nail. And there we go. Yeah, Brandy, these were like a sample set that Sparkle & Co. had included for some contest that I had won. So they're just like little tiny bottles. Have I used dips with shards before? No, Courtney, I don't even know what you mean. Desiree, thank you for hitting that share button. Thank you, Brandy. All right, my friends, that is the look at our cute little nod to Valentine's Day without being too Valentine's Day-y. I think it's cute. I'm happy with it. I was debating if I should have gone full bubbly on every single finger, but I was like, you know, we like an accent here, so I decided to hold back and just do an accent, but. Thank you, Tiffany. Yes, Courtney, that is what we're looking for. Simple but cute. Pink Valentine's Day nails. Thank you, Heather. You guys are too kind. All right, my friends. Well, thank you guys again for joining. Rebecca, I hope we helped relieve some of the lack of fun while cleaning. Have a great night, Tiffany. All right, friends. So like I said, if not next week, the week after, we will be moving over to YouTube for the live. I am going to do my best to keep the same time. Again, sometimes life happens. I appreciate when you guys understand that sometimes it's just chaotic. But I do my best to be here every week, Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are not already signed up for the email list, please do so. Go over to my TikTok profile, click the link, scroll down. You can see where you put your email in. I will send out email alerts before I go live, and I will also email out to let you guys know when we make the transition over to YouTube as well. So definitely get on that list so you don't miss any lives. Other than that, I think that's it for the evening. So, ooh, you know what, Rebecca? I was debating that placement tonight too because I really love it. Because I've seen a couple where people put like the little hearts at the cuticle and it's super duper cute. So I'm sure your nails look great. Thank you, Debbie. Bye, Courtney. All right, my friends. Well, that is another live wrapped up for the week. I hope everybody has a great rest of their night. I hope the rest of your week is very good to you. I hope your weekend is filled with so much fun, and I will see everybody next Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign up for those email alerts so you know where to find me, and I will see everybody next week. Have a good have a good one, my friends. Have a great week, Debbie. Bye.